Hi guys, hope you are doing well. As pandemic is going on, COVID-19 second wave is very tough, and majority of the people were affecting. So stay home, stay safe, follow the precautions given by the guideline given by the government of India guidelines, and follow the precautions. So let's begin with the video. Today's video. Earlier I have made this video in Hindi. If anyone wants to go for a Hindi video, you can go to my YouTube channel and you will find the Hindi video. So let's begin with the video, guys. Before beginning the video, I'll request you to subscribe the channel, like the video, share the video as much as possible to your friends, your colleagues, so that they'll come to know what will be the rights if they go to the hospital, if they visit to the hospital. So nowadays going hospital, visiting hospital is very common, and you have to pay the bill, you have to surrounded by the environment of the hospital. So you should know minimum rights, what is patient rights, what are patient rights in the hospital. So let's begin with the video, guys. What are the basic rights in the hospital? Why you should know minimum basic rights in the hospital? So guys, if you are visiting the hospital, like if you are going to purchase a mobile, if you are going to purchase a car, if you are going to purchase a bike, what you will do before visiting the showroom? What you will do? You will read about the things, benefits of those products. Either it will be mobile, either it will be a car, either it will be a bike. You will see the features of those products and where the location, where the showroom is located exactly. After seeing in your hand, after taking in your hand the mobile, you will ask the salesperson, explain about the mobile, the features, explain about the features of the car, even though you have read it completely before going to the showroom. So likewise, guys, if you are going to the hospital, you should know minimum rights if you are going to the hospital, to make awareness about what you can ask in the hospital. So guys, so basic rights, what are the basic rights? Let's begin with the first. So basic is the participate in development and implementation of care. Whatever care you are getting in the hospital, you should be participated in the hospital. You should not ignore, you should not avoid, you should not refuse. Yes, you can refuse, you have a right, but if you are going to the hospital, particular hospital, you might be knowing the doctor, or you might be knowing the hospital management. That's why you are visiting to that hospital. After going, if they are saying something, you should participate in those things. Either it will be treatment, either it will be a diagnosis, whatever it is. So coming to the second point, you should be treated with respect and dignity. Yes, you should get the same respect to the VIP as well as the VIP and whoever the patient are visiting. The two different patients should be treated as same, with same respect and dignity. This is the second point. Coming to the third point, you should be informed about treatment options, conditions, possible results and side effects of the treatment. You should be informed about the condition. What is your condition? How is your condition right now? If the treatment, if you can treat in the current hospital, or you should be referred to the other hospital about the condition. And you should be informed about treatment options, medical treatment, surgical treatment, whatever is possible or whatever curable is there, it should be informed to you. Next, possible results after surgery or after medical treatment, what will be the results and when the expected of the results it can be seen. You should get informed. and side effect of the treatment if surgery is performed. So after how many days, or what are the things which affects you after the surgery, post surgery. So these things should be informed to you by the hospital. So these are the rights, third rights. Next, coming to the fourth right. As I said you in the first right, you can refuse the treatment according to law. Guys, you cannot refuse all the things. Few things, like if doctor is asking you to go for a diagnosis, MRI, CT scan or something, even though you know that you don't have particular thing, but doctor is asking you to go for diagnosis, so you can refuse those things. A treatment, diagnosis and treatment. What are the treatment? Like if doctor is asking you to take some medications and you know that you are allergic to those medications, so you can avoid those medications. You can refuse the treatment. This is the fourth one. Coming to fifth right, quality healthcare without discrimination of race, creed, gender, religion, and source of payment. You should be getting quality of treatment as everyone. You should not be treated as different person according to race, creed, religion, and source of payment. Like VIP patients treated as different thing, and you are treating as different. So in hospital, you have a right to ask about the quality of treatment as everyone is getting. You should get the same. This is the fifth point. Coming to sixth, privacy and confidentiality, which includes access to medical records also. Guys, many of the people in India, what we'll do is we'll hide the diagnosis, we'll hide the medical condition with our relatives, with our colleagues, with our friends. So you should ask the medical personnel to keep the confidential of your medical condition or disease, whatever it is, not to expose or not to express with other people who are entertaining with our medical condition. You have a right to ask them to keep it confidential. This is your seventh right. Coming to eighth one, you should get a personal safety in the hospital. Hospital should have a security guards, fire extinguisher to prevent fire infection, fire in the hospital. Yes, security guards for what? To prevent some injuries or some other sorts of injuries. You should be prevent from hospital hazards, dangerous hazards. So many of the things are there in hospital also, which you should be prevented from those things. Like biomedical waste, they will be what they will do. Biomedical waste should be disposed in according to guidelines of Pollution Control Board. So 4 dustbins will be there. According to those guidelines, waste should be discarded. So if those waste discarding, they are not discarding as per the protocol, as per the guidelines, and they are discarding nearby to your bed or somewhere, and you are going through those waste and you are getting affected. That is also negligence of the hospital. So personal safety includes this point also. So next point, coming to ninth point, you have a right to know the identity of the treating person. Whoever are treating to you, if you are a patient, and you have a right to ask whoever treating to you those person identity, name and designation. If the doctor is coming to you, you can ask the name, what is the qualification. A nurse, you can ask them same thing. Whoever coming to you and treating to you, you have a right to ask them. So coming to 10th point, informed consent for all the procedures. So this 10th point is very important, and you must be knowing this point, Because what happens is many of the people many of the people who are illiterate, they go to the hospital, and what hospital people will do is taking some thumb impression and saying that we have explained to the patient or patient attender about the condition or about the procedure, and they are taking thumb impression that they have explained to them. Informed consent should be whatever the treating things are there, like if they are performing surgery, they should explain about the surgery, they should explain about the procedure, they should explain about the benefits of the procedure, they should explain about the side effects of the procedure, they should explain about the outcome of the surgery. If they are treating you, if they are keeping you in the ICU and you are in the patient is on ventilator, intubation has been done, then they should explain about those things. Informed consent, high risk consent. Whatever the procedure they are doing, they should take they should take the informed consent from you. So this is the 10th one. And the last one, but not least, everyone is facing this point. Nowadays, what happens is, patient going to the hospital, they are giving the admission. They are asking you to do the admission as early as possible because of the medical condition or the serious condition of the patient. You are going and admitting the patient. After 2-3 days, you will be handed over the bill around 2 to 3 lakhs. So before that, what you have to do is you should ask them the estimation of the bill, how many days it can take of the hospitalization of the patient, and how much the bill expectation of the bill. So those things, what hospital has to do is they have to generate estimation of bill and they have to hand over to you. You should know these things. See, these are the basic rights. These are the basic patient rights in the hospital. Everyone should know, so that if you visit to the hospital, you can ask them, you can raise the voice, you can ask them whatever the things you are missing in the hospital. Yeah, these are your rights. So guys, if you are finding this video very important, kindly like and share the video with many of the people, so everyone can know what are the rights of them if they visit to the hospital. Like wherever we are going, we are showing our rights. If you are going in the bus, if you are traveling in the bus, we are asking the passengers that this is the women's seat, this is the handicapped seat, and we are sitting there. And if you are visiting the showroom, we are showing them that these things are not correct. You should need to correct. Everywhere we are showing the rights. Then why not in hospital? So know your rights before visiting to the hospital. Thank you guys.